Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is September 4th, 2021. And I want to do one more thing here. And I just want to compare the Revelation 12 sign of 2017. And I want to look at the Revelation 12 sign of 2021. And there is a Revelation 12 sign in 2021. And I want to compare these two. And then I also want to look at the difference between September and October. And let's just walk it through and see what the differences are, okay? Let's just look at how it all lines up and see what the differences are. Okay, here is the Revelation 12 sign in 2017. Now, there's something very, very interesting here that I had not noticed, okay? But I want to share this with you. Okay, the first thing we notice, okay, when the moon enters Virgo, this is September 19th. The moon is up here above her head. It's not yet the Feast of Trumpets. If we go forward one day, okay, one day, let's go. Let me make sure I have this on Jerusalem. Okay. All right, let's go Jerusalem. Let's go back to Virgo. The first detail that I notice, okay, and that I think that represents mostly the Feast of Trumpets, is the new moon in Virgo. Okay. She's clothed with the sun, and the new moon is in Virgo. It's the woman clothed with the sun, the moon here at her feet, with the moon coming up on her feet on the 23rd and 24th. Okay. But the other thing I notice is that the only other witness in Virgo at this time is Jupiter. Jupiter, the man-child, was in the womb here. This was huge and major, and the whole sign leading up to September 23rd was a huge witness in the stars of what the Revelation 12 sign is. Now, we're still here 4 years later, so my thought is that September 23rd, 2017 may have been a test run to give us understanding. Okay. So the other thing that I notice here is that Jupiter is the only other witness within Virgo. All of the other witnesses are in Leo. We've got Mercury here, Mars, Venus. Okay, and this represents here the 12 stars. Okay, and the giving birth, and the moon under her feet on the 23rd, 24th. Okay. Okay, so as we're looking at this, what I notice here is that the new moon is actually in Virgo when the Feast of Trumpets starts. Okay, the new moon is in Virgo. Not only the sun part, but the new moon also. And then we have Jupiter, here's the man-child, and we have the three witnesses up here in Leo, plus the 9 stars, if we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So here's the crown of 12 stars. Now let's go forward to 2021. Okay, here is September 7th. Okay? And if we go forward, this is midnight on September 7th. Now we go forward one day to the 8th. Okay, this is most likely when the Feast of Trumpets will be declared on September 8th. Here we got the sliver coming. Okay, even if we go forward one day, the moon is clearly in Virgo. Okay? Okay, so we've got the moon in Virgo in September. The other thing that I notice is that right now in Virgo in September, as we're leading up to the Feast of Trumpets, the three witnesses that were in Leo in 2017 are now all in Virgo. We've got Venus here. Now Venus, okay, right here between the 6th and the 7th and the 8th, okay, we've got Venus leaving the birth canal. Okay, Venus is representative of Jesus Christ, the bright morning star. This is very, very powerful that Venus is in this exact location on this day, on what the Israel is has on their calendar as the Feast of Trumpets. Venus is in this exact position. Okay. Now, everything else, if we go forward here, the moon under her feet, okay, the new moon is in Virgo. Absolutely, the new moon is in Virgo. Okay, right here. We've got three witnesses in Virgo in September. And then if we go forward to being the moon under her feet on the 11th, depending on the time of day, and if we go forward just a couple hours, then the moon will go more under her feet. It's just a matter of hours between here and here. But, so what do we have? What does the text say? We have the woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, giving birth, crowned with 12 stars. Now she's got, here we've got Leo has 9, 10, 11. Venus doesn't count. Venus doesn't count here because Venus would be the one that she's giving birth to. So we do have 1, 2, and 9. Here's 11. What is what would be the other witness? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. But this lineup here, okay, this is the comparison to the Revelation 12 sign with the moon under her feet. Okay, if we go back to 2017 and we look at it, the moon under her feet on the 23rd, 24th. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but 2021 is even better than 2017 was, because these three witnesses that are up here, Venus, Mars, and Mercury, okay, are actually all in Virgo now in 2021. Okay, see? Venus, Mars, and Mercury, all in Virgo right now on the Feast of Trumpets. And Venus just came through the birth canal. Okay, now let's compare this to October and see if there's any comparison at all with either 2017 Revelation 12 sign or the September lineup of signs in Virgo. We know the sign is the woman. Okay, this is the sign. This is the sign, okay? Let's go forward 1 month and take a look at it. Okay, so if we go forward here to October, and we're going to see the moon coming in to position here for Feast of Trumpets. I don't think it will be seen on, let's go back to about midnight. Let's go back to about midnight here. I don't think it will be seen on October 7th. But it will either be October 7th or October 8th. Okay? October 7th or October 8th. There's two main differences between September and October. The sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Virgo. So we have that. Okay? What we don't have in October is there's no birth event. There's no birth event. I don't know if you guys understand that part of the text in Revelation chapter 12, but it's the woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, giving birth. Okay, right here on this day, there's nothing in this area, okay? And it's not about a matter of days. It's just we'd have to go back. Venus is out. Venus is now down here in Libra. Okay. By October, Venus is out of the picture. Mercury and Mars are still here, but Venus is not, and neither of these two are in birth position. So even when we come to the date that people are looking at for the Feast of Trumpets in October, I don't think the signs are complete at all to say this would be a good marker of what we were hoping for as the Feast of Trumpets, when we do not have the birth event taking place like we do in September with Venus. Okay. So what was the difference we saw going back to 2017? Jupiter was the only one in Virgo. All three of the other witnesses were in Leo. Okay? The new moon in Virgo, the sun in Virgo, the three witnesses are in Leo, and the only other witness in Virgo is Jupiter. Going forward to 2021, on the day of the new moon is clearly in Virgo. The sun may be up more towards Leo. I don't know if that's the question. I don't know if the question is the sun or where the new moon is when the day of trumpets is. The new moon in Virgo. The next new moon is also in Virgo down here. But in September, then we have the three witnesses in Virgo. Venus, Mercury, and Mars. We have the birth canal sign, the bright morning star, the representation of Jesus Christ. I am the bright morning star. And then in October, we don't have any birth sign. Venus is in Libra. We have Mercury and Mars in Virgo, but we don't have any birth sign in October. Okay, so I'll be honest, I think 2021 is better than 2017 because the three witnesses that were in Leo are now all in Virgo. Okay? And this sign is appearing, exactly when Israel is celebrating the Feast of Trumpets between September 6th and September 8th. And we have the birth sign right here. Okay, so I just wanted to do this in a very freelance way here, just to walk us through the differences, just to help you see the differences, and then I'll just leave it there, and you guys can decide for yourself what looks best to you, what you think all of these signs really mean, how it compares biblically, and a woman clothed with the sun, the moon at her feet, giving birth. Okay, do we have it all in September, or is it more fulfilled in October? Okay. I'll leave that for you guys to decide. I just wanted to share this. I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, the sign of His coming revealed.